Assalamu alaikum students, grade 5. How are you all? Fine, that's very good. Yes students, today we are going to start our lesson number 3, Life in the Desert. Life in the Desert. In this lesson, the main contents are introduction and types of desert. The types of deserts come tropical deserts, continental deserts, rain shadow deserts and coastal deserts. Then climate, land, vegetation, animals and people, and then comes a desert country. In the today's class, what you are going to achieve at the end of this lesson, what you are going to learn, the students will be enabled to describe the types of deserts and to describe how the climate of deserts affect the lives in the region. Now we will start studying this lesson. What are deserts? All of you know about this. What are deserts? Deserts are the places where there is a very little rainfall. Where there is a very little rainfall. And all over the world, there are many deserts. There are many deserts in the world in both hemispheres. We know about the hemispheres as we have discussed in detail in our lesson number 2 that there are two hemispheres. Earth is divided into two parts, northern and southern hemisphere, and in both the hemispheres we are having many deserts. And actually what is desert? Desert is a place which is formed where there is little rain and sparse vegetation. Okay, very little vegetation is over there. This is the map of the world, as we have said that in the both hemisphere. This is the northern hemisphere and this is the southern hemisphere. And in the both hemisphere you can see that there are deserts which are highlighted with the color green. Like you can see in this map, there is Sahara Desert, Gobi Deserts, Arabian Deserts, Great Australian Desert, Namib and Kalahari Deserts, Atacama Deserts, and Death Valley as well. Okay, we will discuss it in detail that in which area of the world these deserts are located. Okay, till now you have seen these are the main deserts. There are more deserts over there, but according to the types we will discuss these deserts in the today's class. We will start from the first desert type of desert. The first type is tropical deserts. And you know where tropical deserts would be? Obviously, these are close to the tropics, north and south of the equator. As you can see in this map, this is the tropical area. Tropic of Cancer in the northern side and Tropic of Capricorn in the southern side. And these tropical deserts are located in the areas near to the equator in the tropical area, tropical region. Okay. These are close to tropics, north and south of the equator. The winds that blow across the desert are dry, so very little rain falls here. The Sahara deserts, the Arabian Desert, and the Kalahari deserts are example of this type of desert. As you can also see over there, this is the tropical region, this is northern tropical region, and this is southern tropical region. Okay, Namib and Kalahari deserts are located over there in this region, and here Sahara Desert and Arabian Deserts are located in this tropical region. As you can see that these are near to the equator, so these are very hot deserts, because we know that on the equator the sun rays comes directly, so the areas which are near to the equator are hot all over the year. You can also see this is a satellite picture of the Sahara Desert, and you know that Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world. And it is not located, you can say that it is located in only one city. No, it doesn't. It's located into around 8 countries. Okay, different countries. It's the biggest desert. And this is the picture. You can also see in the map that according to the shape, which one is the biggest of all the area? According to area, the biggest of all is the Sahara Desert. Okay, and it is the largest hot desert in world. Now we will see the Arabian Desert. What's the area of Arabian Desert? It stretches from Yemen to the Persian Gulf and Oman. Oman also comes in the Arabian Desert area, to Jordan and Iraq. And you know that Sahara was largest in the world and Arabian Desert is largest in the continent Asia. Right, students? Now we will come towards the second type of desert, that is continental deserts. Which desert? Continental deserts. These deserts are in the middle of a continent. Winds do not bring rain clouds so far inland. The winds do not bring, this is the main reason that winds don't come over there in the area. That's why this place becomes very dry and it is called desert. The example of this continental deserts are Gobi Desert, Kyzyl Kum, and Dashtelut in Iran. Now we will see it from the map as well. This. This is the Gobi Desert. Okay, this is the example of continental desert, right? You can also see over there the Gobi Desert area is also very vast and it is located between China and Mongolia. Next is Kyzyl Kum. Kyzyl Kum is located between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. It is also a very dry area of land and most of the area is rocky as well. Okay, Rocky Desert. We will learn about Rocky Desert and Sunny Desert in the next class. And Dashtalut. Dashtalut is also located in Iran and it is salt deserts. It is salt desert. Salt is means minerals are very in a large quantity over there in this desert. The next come rain shadow deserts. What are rain shadow deserts? First of all, you should know what are the rain shadow area. In some places, there are mountains ranges which block the winds that bring rain cloud. Means there is some area where there are mountains. What happens? Where there are high mountains, when the winds come, when the clouds come, full of rain come over there, what happened? The mountain blocked them to cross the area. In this case, rain only falls in that area which is having the clouds, and when these clouds cannot cross this area due to the high mountains, the area which is on the other side of the mountains get no rain. This area is called rain shadow area. Rain falls only one side but not on the other side, which is called the rain shadow area. The land here often gets so little rain that it becomes a desert. The example is California Death Valley is one such desert. Okay. The Atacama Desert in Chile, South America, is in the rain shadow of the Andes Mountains. It has not received any rainfall for several years and is known as the driest place on the earth. Okay, the example of this rain shadow deserts are the Death Valley in California, and the second is Atacama Desert in Chile. You can see it over there that Death Valley is in the northern hemisphere and Atacama is there over there in the southern hemisphere. Okay, in this valley, life can't be possible. That's why it is called the Death Valley. And in these areas, in the Atacama Desert, in the Death Valley Desert, there are also salt lakes. Salt lakes. And also there are mountains which also erupted. Okay. These were the main kinds of the desert. Okay. These were the main kinds of the desert. Now we will see the climate of the desert. What we will discuss? The climate of the desert. All deserts have very low rainfall, and sometimes there is no rain for several years. The climate of the desert is very dry because they are not having any rainfall or a very little rainfall that is not enough for that land. Okay. Deserts are also hot places because most of the deserts, as we have seen, they are they are also near to the equator. In some deserts, temperature up to 60 degrees have been recorded. In most deserts, it is hot during the day, but very cold at night. What happens? Because there is a sand over the desert area. What happens? The sand gets up, heats up very quickly, and also cools down very quickly. That's why the day are very hot, but the night is cold. During the day, the land same like this. The land heats up very quickly at night. The heat escapes quickly too. The local winds in the desert are usually hot. Okay, hot winds blow over there in that area, dry and even dusty. They make life very uncomfortable. That's why very little number of people live over there in the desert. These winds have local names. The people who are living in that area, they are having their own names for the winds. In the northern Sahara, we will take the example of Sahara. They are called the Khamsan. In the north, Harmattan. In the Mediterranean, they are known as the Sirocco. Okay, these are the different names of the wind, one type of wind. In the northern area, they are called Khamsin. In the southern, Harmattan, and in Mediterranean, they are called Sirocco. Sometimes, what happens that the whirlwinds, sometimes the sandstorms come over there in these areas. The wind in the sandstorm is so strong that the sand is blown over all over the place. Okay, this was all for the today's class. At the end of this class, we will do question answers, okay, which are relating to our subject. What are the continental deserts? How are they formed? We have discussed continental deserts are in the middle of a continent. They got no rain clouds. The examples are Gobi deserts in Mongolia, Kyzyl Kum, Tashtalut in Iran, and the Great Australian Desert. These are example of continental desert. What you have to do it in, write it in your notebook very neat and clean, and also learn it. The second question is, what are rain shadow region? In some places, there are mountain ranges which block the winds that bring rain clouds. As we have discussed earlier, that mountains become a hurdle between the areas, so it blocks the rain clouds to go over there in the other side of the land. Rain falls on one side but not on the other side, which is called the rain shadow area. That's all for the today's class. Hope you have understand. If you are still having any question, you can ask me. Till then, Allah Hafiz students, take good care of yourself.